Good morning and welcome to another edition of Power Talk. Power Talk is a radio program brought to you by the St. Kitts Electricity Company Limited, where we share with you all of the latest updates and happenings at SKELEC. My name is Patrice Harris and I am the Corporate Communications Manager at SKELEC. This morning we're going to be discussing SKELEC's innovative customer service offerings. At SKELEC, we have invested a lot into technology that allows us to better serve our customers. And today we want to share some of these programs with you, as well as the offerings and how they can make your interactions with SKELEC a lot easier. I am joined by the customer service manager and the debt collection supervisor, and I will allow them both the opportunity to say good morning to our listeners and introduce themselves. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, and thank you for having us, Patrice. I am Sanshe Thompson-Edmeade, the customer service manager at SKELEC.
Thank you for joining us, Sanshe.
And I am Icilma Isaac, debt collection supervisor.
Thank you for joining us, Icilma. Both of you have been with the organization for some time, and specifically within the customer service department. We have, as an organization, invested, as I mentioned before, in a lot of customer service tools that are very innovative to assist our customers with interacting with SKELEC. First, I want to understand from the head of the customer service team, what would you say are some of SKELEC's guiding customer service principles? And coming out of these particular principles, how did we end up with this amount of digitization and automation?
That's a very great question, Patrice, and I think it requires a very big response because this question is actually twofold, as you clearly outlined. And since it's our anniversary month, let me take this opportunity to go back to 2011 and bring it as current as possible. Because back in 2011, when we started SKELEC, a lot of the things were manual. And as you know, as customers, we want things quickly, we want things done accurately. And so when I looked at the processes that the company had, we had to make changes. And one of the first change that we made was changing our billing system, because back then the bills were like 10 months behind. And as you could imagine, how frustrating that could be for the staff and also for our external customers. And so we had to change our CIS system, our customer information system, which we still use today. And so it really was driven by, the motivation for it was driven by our customer expectations and also our business needs and reliability and consistency, because we had to build trust with our customers, and getting things automated eliminated a lot of the errors that were being made, a lot of the time that was being spent in doing things manually. And so definitely we had to make those changes towards a digital or automated solution. AI is the thing right now. So definitely we had to make those changes in order to improve our customer service experience.
So thank you for that, Sanshe. So based on what you mentioned, one of the guiding principles for our customer service model is building trust with our customers. And I think up until today, that still remains, because we aim to be as transparent as possible. If something isn't going the best way that it could be, we inform our customers, come in, let's have a conversation. So I really want our customers to understand that trust is one of our guiding principles as it relates to our customer service delivery. Now, some of our automated tools includes the IVR, the Interactive Voice Response System. I am thinking this, I'm trying to think back. We launched this in 2021?
2021.
So we launched this during COVID. Yes, because Ms. Thompson and I were a part of this launch. So let's walk the customers through what exactly is the IVR, the Interactive Voice Response, and what specific needs for our customers does it address?
Okay, so we have, at SKELEC, we are trendsetters.
I agree.
And the IVR is one of the first that has ever been introduced in St. Kitts locally. And there are very few utilities around the region that also have an IVR that has the same capabilities that we currently have. And so the IVR is an interactive voice response system. It is there for our customers' use 24/7. 24/7, including holidays, etc. It's an automated telephone system which allows customers to call in and make payments, report faults, anything about your account. That's what the automated system does. It's a friendly computer-based system that provides you responses regarding your account.
A lot of times people would say, oh, I haven't seen a bill this month, or I'm trying to get my balance, I want to make a payment, they're messaging me what time do we close, and I'm just like, why don't you just use IVR? The IVR is accessible by calling 465-2000, and it requires you to have some patience, not because it's difficult, but you have to speak or use your keypad to enter prompts into the system. And so once you call 465-2000, which is also the way you get to our main customer service team and to get to our main office, you are given prompts, and once you follow those prompts, you can speak to it, or you can use your keypad, press 1 for, I don't exactly remember the menu, but you can get your bill balance, you can make a bill payment, you can
update your account.
Yes. You can continue.
And the beauty about it as well, it is multi-language capabilities. And our Spanish customers would not be left behind. You can select whether you want English or Spanish. And if we see our Chinese base start growing, our system has the ability to add Chinese to it as well. So it has so many capabilities, as you just mentioned, updating your account. And I want to take this opportunity to encourage our customers to update their telephone information, because what this system does, as soon as you call in from that number that we recognize on the system, it automatically puts you to your account information. So that's the beauty about having this IVR system. You get your information right at their fingertips. As soon as you call in 465-2000, the easiest way, if you want to go straight to making payments or faults, you can dial the extension 7200. Or if you want to speak to an individual specifically, it will give you a listing of the staff extension, so you can prompt to a particular staff that you may need to speak to.
And the IVR 465-2000 can also be used to report faults and outages. And as Mrs. Edmeade mentioned, once you call in from a number that is linked to an account, we will see where you are based on what address you have. So I'm encouraging customers, because sometimes you might call 465-2013 and you're like, oh, I'm not getting in, the lines are busy. So I'm encouraging you to use 465-2000 as well. Leave a message. Our teams do check those messages. You can get a call back. The system is so sophisticated that it can call you back, and you can say, yes, your power has been restored, or no, your power has not been restored. So the IVR is a very beautiful tool. Sometimes when we look, we see people are making bill payments at 2 o'clock in the morning. People are making multiple payments.
And it's real time.
And it's real time.
Hits your account right away.
So we put that special plug-in for persons to utilize the IVR, which is simply our automated customer service support. You can access it by calling 465-2000. So some of the other innovative tools that we have also include our EBIZ, which is our online account management. So ladies, tell us more about what EBIZ is, what it does, and let's put that plug out there for the customers to also apply for EBIZ and utilize EBIZ.
Okay, so EBIZ is our electronic-based system where persons can sign up. They can, once they're signed up, they can actually be able to check their bills in real time. They can also log faults there as well. They can check their billing history, their payment history, They can add accounts that they're responsible for to their account. There's so many different things that can happen with EBIZ, and you can, most importantly, you can make your payment via the EBIZ. Let's say, for instance, you have a bill that's $500. Today you're paying $250. You have the access to go in, put in the amount that you're going to pay, and you follow through with your card payment. There's also the option of having reoccurring payments. So if you want to do a payment of $300 every month, that can be input into the system and it can follow through that way. EBIZ is the main, well, no, I shouldn't say main, it's the preferred way of making payments, because persons can also sit in their room at 2 o'clock in the morning and make a payment. If they're around the world, wherever, they can make a payment via EBIZ. So we do encourage persons to sign up for EBIZ. You can either do it via the website, or you can call in and one of the reps will be more than happy to assist you with filling the necessaries out.
And one of the other things that I really like about EBIZ, as I'm an EBIZ user, sometimes I lose track of my payments. So I like to go into the payment history to say, okay, this was a payment that I made, this is the time that it was made, this is the date that it was made. So it has that payment history, it has the billing history as well. So it's very good, but sometimes when customers start to lose track of what's happening with their account, the information is there and readily accessible to you. And I do believe that you can also report faults.
And you can calculate your bills as well. For instance, if you're going on vacation, you want to make a payment, you can take the reading from the meter point, put it into the calculator, and in no time at all, you see exactly what that bill is going to be. You go straight to make a payment, and you do that payment right away.
So tell us about how someone can apply for EBIZ. What is it that he or she may need in order to access this SKELEC online account?
The individual must be the account holder. That's one of the main things. For some persons, they would go to the website and they would just follow the instructions and submit the requirements, whether it's 2 valid IDs, the necessary information, or they can call through to us or come into the office and we can be more than happy to assist them with getting it sorted.
All right, lovely. So EBIZ is, once you have an online SKELEC account, meaning that you have gone through this process that Icilma just mentioned, and you have this account and you can see the payments and the bills and the amount that you're using, calculate the bill, etc. But outside of that online payment method, there is also another online payment method that we launched
during COVID.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was around about
coming closer to the end of COVID, because it wasn't too close to when we launched IVR.
Right.
So we have Quick Pay. Quick Pay is also another option that you can use to pay your bills online, and just as it says, it's Quick Pay. Oh
no.
Well,
so let me explain a little bit.
Before I get to that, I wanted to go back and say that the EBIZ is also a real-time payment.
Correct.
So the money hits your SKELEC account
right away.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about Quick Pay now.
Okay, so Quick Pay, I guess most people will think that the name implies that the monies would be applied to your account right away. Unfortunately, that's not the idea of Quick Pay. Ms. Isaac would have highlighted that with EBIZ, it deals with the account holder, the specific account holder. With Quick Pay, though, any customer can make a payment using Quick Pay to make a payment to another customer's account. The Quick Pay is not in real time. It will get to your account within 2 to 3 business days. So it's quick in the sense that you can easily make a payment to any customer's account, but it would take some time to apply the funds to the customer account, as opposed to the EBIZ where it happens right instantaneously.
So when you go to Quick Pay, you have the information set up where you have the card holder information. So you have to input all that information. And then there's a customer information. So you have to ensure that the customer that you're paying for, you have their account number. The telephone number is optional, but you must have the customer name and account number.
Okay, and so Quick Pay is something that anyone can use once you have the account number. The EBIZ, the account holder, is the preferred user for making those payments and managing the account details. But if you are not particularly keen in signing up for EBIZ, which we really strongly encourage that you do, Quick Pay is an option. I know many persons are using it to pay their loved families and loved ones bills who live here in St. Kitts but they live abroad. Persons like landlord and tenant situations, they're using it as well. So we encourage you to utilize Quick Pay if you so desire, but it does take a bit longer to get those monies reflected on your account.
The IVR, however, when you can call in and make a payment for anybody via the IVR, once you have the account information, customer name, that sort of thing, and it hits the account right away. So that is also another option.
All right, so we are going down the line as it relates to our customer service offerings, and I know we didn't really quite do it in the order that they were launched, but one of our newer customer service offerings, and a lot of the features are still yet to be rolled out, is our Q-TRAC system. I know this is a baby of Mrs. Edmeade, so I'm going to allow her as well as Icilma to speak about what exactly Q-TRAC is, what it entails, and what it means for our customers. This is another trend-setting platform that we have
and
at
it's
SKELEC.
actually been around since 2014. It's not
Yes.
that new, but it does have new capabilities.
Yes, definitely. As Miss Isaac mentioned, we've had Q-TRAC since in 2014 when we did our renovations of the office. And because of the layout of the office, our staff needed a mechanism that can allow customers to come into the office directly, to sit with them and have a conversation. And so we got this technology which allow customers to queue from the outside by our first cubicle, and then our staff are able to pull those customers into the office. As we go along, we've been adding stuff to our Q-TRAC because, as I said, Q-TRAC is, we are the trendsetters of Q-TRAC. I remember when we first started, and now I'm seeing other businesses around town now having Q-TRAC, including the airport, etc. And the beauty about having this system, it has added a number of features. Most recently, one of the features that we are going to launch by the end of the year is our WhatsApp mobile queuing feature, which will allow customers to queue from their cell phones. So that is something that we are very excited about. We also gonna be having the opportunity for our customers to have surveys. They'll be able to rate our customer service reps and rate their customer service experience with us. Those are some of the things that we are currently working on, and by the end of the year, we should have it in full effect.
Q-TRAC also allows for us to make appointments. So let's say, for instance, somebody wants to come in and have a conversation as opposed to speaking on the phone. We can schedule an appointment for them to come through and see one of the reps.
So it essentially gives you less wait time at our main office downtown. You can book that appointment, and the mobile queuing essentially means that you will get some messages to say, okay, you're fourth in line or you're second in line, and you can start making your way to the office so that you don't necessarily, you can be doing something else during that time and be monitoring the mobile messages as they come in. I think they're going to be SMS, or we're going to use WhatsApp. WhatsApp. So you're monitoring your WhatsApp messages, and it will tell you where you are in line, how much longer you'll have to wait, and you can make your way over to SKELEC. So it really gives you more control of your personal time. Maybe you could have run a quick errand rather than having to wait at SKELEC, or you can make the appointment as you leave your office, and by the time you get to SKELEC's main office, then it's time for you to speak to the representative.
Also, we do have a little incentive for the commercial customers where ads can be played via Q-TRAC as well. So if a commercial customer wants to have an ad playing at SKELEC, so that because we have a lot of persons coming in, so that way they can advertise their business via our Q-TRAC as well.
Yes, so please, I know we love the sound of that, so that we can get some additional revenue at SKELEC. So if you are interested in that service, do reach out to our customer service team, and we'll be more than happy to get you to be one of the first advertisers when we do officially launch the extended features of Q-TRAC?
But before you move on, Ms. Harris, currently we have a QR code. So if you don't want to wait on going to the first cubicle when you enter into customer service, you can easily scan the QR code so it would enter you into the queue. So that's one of the other added features that we currently have using.
Okay. So now that we have all of these platforms, how are they integrated together to ensure that we provide very good customer service experience for our customers when they interact with SKELEC?
Okay, so all of these platforms are communication platforms basically for our customers, and that's one of the avenues that we continue to improve upon, because using AI today would help our customer service enhance our customer service experience, as well as we implement all of these technologies, not just for our customers, but for our staff. Because once our staff is happy using these things that are making it easier for their lives, it will transcend to our customers. And so that is what is most important. We try to make things as easily as possible and integrate and have all of the departments within SKELEC. You know, we have a lot of departments, and so we have to communicate effectively with each other. So these tools are definitely helping us to enhance those capabilities.
So I know sometimes when we're here on the radio and we're speaking about these innovative offerings that SKELEC has, it's sometimes it's a bit of a deterrent for some of our customers who might not be extremely tech savvy. So what advice would we give to those persons who might be fearful or a bit reluctant or not as quick to adapt to the new technology that we have at SKELEC?
Okay. So we do have, if you're signing up for EBIZ, for example, you can visit the office to do so. We have a computer that is there, and a customer service rep would walk you through the steps till you feel very comfortable with yourself, understanding what you need to do with the EBIZ platform. And my able colleague right here, Ms. Harris, have so many ads that would walk you through the steps of our IVR. In particular, you can visit YouTube and see exactly step by step how our IVR function, and likewise for EBIZ. It's pretty straightforward, but for persons who are not comfortable, we are always here to help. We are phone call away, 465-2000. Any one of our able representatives will be able to assist you.
Don't forget Facebook.
And our Facebook pages, etc., could walk you through step by step with those processes.
So, and some of the methods really don't require a lot. It really just requires you to have your account. All of the methods require you to have your account information and your credit card. So don't be too dismayed about it. It's not very difficult to use. And again, I know y'all love coming into the main office. Y'all love seeing the cashiers, and y'all love seeing our customer service representatives, but they too can encourage you and assist you with using the service. And as Icilma mentioned, once you message us on social media, we are more than willing to assist you and direct you to our customer service team. I'll take the opportunity now, before we wrap up this morning's program, as it went by so quickly, to open the phone lines. If there are any customers who are listening, or any member of the public who is listening who has a question or any feedback that you'd like to share, we are here to respond and to help you with any queries that you might have. It's very important for us to hear from you, not only for you to hear from us, but this is a two-way street of communication. So if you have any questions, now is the time for you to call in before we start to wrap up the program. I haven't seen Jiki give me any heads up, and y'all are going to wait until I say, okay, what are your parting words, to start calling, and then you're going to make noise. So make sure that you call in now before we wrap up the program if you have any questions. Until then, Ms. Thompson and Ms. Isaac, are there any new upcoming enhancements or technologies or anything that we're going to be rolling out innovative wise before the year is out that we want to
Definitely.
expose the customers to?
Definitely. We are going to be having surveys where the customer will be able to rate their customer service experience, whether it's with the office or with a particular rep. They will be able to basically rate that service that they get. And we're also doing internal training. That is something that's going to be ongoing, and that ensures that the staff can give the best possible customer experience. So it's never going to be a bad day at SKELEC unless you want it to be a bad day at SKELEC.
Even if you want it to be,
we can change your mind. We can change your mind. We are in the business of making sure that when you come in with having a bad day, we send you out with just pure joy.
All right, I'm excited to hear that. And again, we did hear that the new Q-TRAC features are going to be launched, and we also have the AMI project that's supposed to be coming on stream in the very near future, where we are going to be changing out the meters island-wide. We do presently have smart meters. I don't want people to have any misunderstanding about that. We do have smart meters, but we are moving to a newer, more improved system, and we're going to be changing out those meters as well, so that we can have a much more seamless billing process, and to ensure that we have that continued two-way communication with our customers through the smart meters. So there is a lot to be gained from that new smart meter rollout. That the infrastructure has already been installed and continues to be installed, and so the next phase of the project will be the installation of the meters island-wide. And you will continue to hear more about the AMI rollout. We have been on air and spoken about it for several times already for the year, but we'll ensure that our customers remain up to date with the smart meter rollout program. All right, so Mrs. Thompson-Edmeade and Miss Isaac, I take the opportunity now to allow you to share your final and parting words as it relates to the innovative tools and programs that we have at SKELEC, or any other encouragement that you want to share with our customers, being the customer service spaces of our organization.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Harris. Just to add with the AMI, one of the things that we are going to improve upon is our prepaid customers aspect. And so that is going to be coming on stream, be revamped, and so our customers can take advantage of having prepaid. How the prepaid works is just like your prepaid cell phone. You top up your what we power up your electricity, and you're able to make use the usage as you go along. Just to say that we at SKELEC, as I mentioned previously, we are indeed listening to our customers, and as we listen, we will make changes for your pleasure, for your own enhancement. And we continue to work with our staff as well. I'll take the opportunity to big up my customer service team. That department comprises of 4 divisions, with is our inquiry team, our billing department, our meter readers, and our debt collection team. I want to thank them for the good job, the excellent work that they've been doing thus far. And I would ask our customers to continue to work with us through this journey. We're going to make things bigger and better, and we want to thank you for your patience and your understanding during this moment.
Thank you, Ms. Thompson. Thank you so much for being on air with us this morning. Icilma?
I just want to reiterate what Ms. Edmeade would have said. We are in the business of ensuring that we listen to our customers and we give them exactly what they need. We make it easy for them to get in touch with us. We make it easy for them to pay their bills. We give them the best service possible. And I just want to say, continue to work with us, as we will continue working with you. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful rest of the day.
All right. Thank you, Icilma. Thank you, Sanshe. Just a few things from my end. As Ms. Thompson mentioned earlier, we are celebrating our 14th anniversary at SKELEC. SKELEC turned 14 on August 1st. On August, I am already into next month. I don't know why. But SKELEC turned 14 on August 1st, and we're celebrating our 14th anniversary under the theme celebrating 14 years of love, light, and power. And to this end, we are going to be having our annual Customer Appreciation Day and Health Fair next week, Friday, the 29th, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Customers who come in and make bill payments, you will be able to receive some of our many treats and goodies. And we're also encouraging persons to come on out to the health fair where you can get your weight checked. They are going to be doing HIV testing this year, and check your
blood pressure,
blood pressures, blood sugar. I think they do the BMI test as well. So it's just for you to come out and see how you're doing on the health scale, and also to celebrate with us at SKELEC as we celebrate our 14th anniversary. We're also approaching the peak, if we're not already there as yet, of the Atlantic hurricane season for 2025. We thank God that St. Kitts and Nevis and all of our neighboring Caribbean islands were spared from the wrath of Hurricane Erin last weekend. However, we do see that there are some other weather disturbances that are in the Atlantic basin currently, and we are encouraging persons to ensure that they remain prepared, that we focus on preparedness. Sometimes we only think about preparedness when the storm is right at our doorstep, but now is the time to prepare, secure your home, stock up on non-perishable goods so that you can be as ready as possible when these weather disturbances come around. If you don't have a hurricane kit as yet, you can come into our main office. There's a display there that will show you what a hurricane kit should include, as well as some tips. We're sharing tips on our Facebook page, our social media. We have radio PSAs because we want our customers to be as prepared as possible when it comes to hurricane season. So I want to thank you for being very loyal listeners to our program. I want to thank the ladies for joining me this morning, and we'll be back again before the month is out discussing more exciting things that are happening at SKELEC. So thank you for tuning in, and remember that SKELEC is the nation's leading utility provider, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Bye-bye.
Bye.